I always got something to say. I talk too
So
fucking
talk.
much.
So set it off. You know, I'll bounce off of it. You just gotta set it off.
I have to set it off.
Yeah. Why not? If you have something to say, then say it.
Man, is there AC in this fucking bitch?
Yeah. Why'd you wear a
I feel like-
hoodie? It's literally like the
I feel
second
like
day
I'm
of spring.
sweating like a whore in church, man. like I swear to God. And look, are we recording already?
Great.
No.
Perfect. Don't start. Take a shot. And Amy says fucking cut because
Bro.
it's not.
Cut. Bro, I literally, and Lord knows I'm the whore for sure.
Well, the church downstairs ended, so you're fine. You can relax.
Yeah, I'm definitely that whore sweating in church. No, but for sure, like, damn.
Did your mom watch the first episode?
No.
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 My
no.
mom wants to
I don't
see
know.
it. She brought it up today. She was like, "Oh, like where's the first episode? Like I haven't seen it." I'm like, I posted it everywhere. She's like, "I should have been the first one to watch it." I'm just like, "Fuck, I don't really want." I just hope
get
that she gets lazy
nervous.
like halfway through it and she's like, "All right, I've seen enough."
Yeah, because it's literally towards the end. That's where, like, all the.
I don't even understand
crazy
how we
details
got
come
there.
out.
Like I watched it, I'm just like, where'd that come from?
How do we start talking about who we have sex with and shit?
Oh,
Like,
man.
I can't. I haven't brought it up. I don't think my mom knows because I didn't post it anywhere, which is kind of bad.
Yeah, you should.
As, like, a person.
Yeah,
It's kind of bad.
on a marketing standpoint.
Well, I tell you, I get high and then I get mad paranoid.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
No, literally,
Yo.
I get high. No, listen to me. I get fucking high sometimes. And I think about, I just made an Instagram. And I'm like, well, I publicized the Instagram that I already had. And I think I'm like, everybody's watching me. Everybody knows my every move. This podcast, I like living low key. Everybody's going to know what I'm doing. Everybody's
Bruh.
going to know how I feel about everything. I get crazy.
It's okay. Yo, no, it really is. But like,
Healthy? Like I can lose weight?
what? He said your life's out there. What?
Oh,
what do you
I thought you said healthy. I tried to make a joke. It didn't work.
Yeah, girl. I'm so confused. I was like,
I thought he said healthy.
no.
That would have been better if he said healthy, Jimmy. I'd feel much better about it.
Yeah, but I feel like
I
the
know.
difference is, I mean, at least you get to control what people see, what's out there. Like people can't make their own assumptions anymore because it's
Like the narrative. And
yeah,
stuff.
you know,
Yeah.
people assume what you're doing anyway and make up their own shit. I mean, once you put it out there, it's like, and then you own it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like no one can really throw shit in your face that you're putting out there yourself. Like, I
That I
said that.
completely agree with. I've always been that type of person that I definitely tell people exactly what's going on before they can assume something about me. for
Yeah,
sure.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's really just about not giving a fuck. I mean, people are gonna make their judgments and talk shit, whatever. But like, let's talk about your life. Like, you get up on the podcast, Dad, and say what the fuck's going on with you or whatever. Like, everyone got their own shit, so I just be like, whatever, nigga.
It's the weirdest thing. I feel like I don't care, but then I care also at the same time. It's the weirdest
I mean, we all
fucking
care
thing.
to some degree. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not all of us. There's some people who really don't care, but I don't. I try not to let that control my life because if I stopped everything that I wanted to do because I cared about what other people think, we wouldn't be doing anything. We wouldn't be doing this. I stopped myself for a long time from doing a lot of shit that I wanted to do because I was so worried about what other people are going to think about it and whatever. And I think a lot of the times you are thinking the worst than anyone else is thinking. Like, you know how long I wanted to do something like this, and I never did it because I was so scared about people's opinions, what people are going to think about what I look, are they going to actually like it, whatever. But then the reception that we've gotten so far has been fucking amazing, you know? And on top of that, forget even the reception, I feel happy doing it. Like, we've been looking forward to this. Even when we were in Puerto Rico, we couldn't wait to come back and do this. So
And
it's like,
talk mad shit.
yeah.
But we're not gonna. But
Yeah, we signed a gag order, so we can't talk shit anymore about.
because we're good people.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Did I use the
You-
wrong word? Isn't that when they can't? Yeah.
Yeah, where you can't. It's basically the
Like a
after.
N-
It's like the if you don't sign an NDA, this is what they give you after.
After the fact,
Yeah.
like you
If
need to stop. Like,
yeah.
shut the fuck
So
up.
we're
after
gonna
the
give
fact.
you this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what all the baby moms for basketball players
Yeah.
get. Literally, like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, legit.
Yeah.
I
literally.
hope. I don't think I'd ever get one of those. What would you? Okay. This is a good let's say that you were the wife or the BM of a very famous person and they did you fucking dirty. Like, did you dirty, dirty, dirty. Like, to the point where, and then people are creating narratives about the situation and all this. Would you speak?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Hell
why?
yeah. Because, like, fuck, I mean, I can understand why people don't speak because people tend to believe the more popular person that they know and be team them and gang up on them. But like, I'm not gonna let you take that and run with that and let everyone believe what you said because you said it. Like, no, I'm sorry. I've always been someone that I'm very outspoken and I can defend myself, and so I will. Like, I'm not gonna let someone ruin my reputation. And I feel like when that happens with someone who's so popular like that, that's not like local shit where like if I had a local baby daddy and they're talking shit on Twitter, then it's like whatever nigga, like fuck you.
Local
Like,
baby daddy.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know?
Hashtag local baby daddy.
Like for real, like if I had one like
Gross.
and they're talking shit, it's like whatever, who cares, really? But like if a famous person is your baby daddy and they're like shitting on you, that like closes doors financially. People don't want to work with you. People don't want to do, you know what I'm saying? So it's like hell no. Like, and I'm pulling receipts too, and you know that I'm good at that shit. You think? Here's this conversation when this happened. You said this. Here's this picture of this time. Like we could go.
You're dangerous. I think you just
Mm-hmm.
killed every opportunity you would have ever had. With somebody. I'm pretty sure.
I don't give a.
I don't say shit. Just saying.
So, but that's the thing. How am I killing my
Yeah,
opportunity?
I don't say shit.
You started it. I'm not saying I'm doing that because of no
They
reason or
want
to get
bitches
money.
like that. They want
Well,
bitches like that.
you can have those bitches. I'm not those bitches. I'll make
give-
my own money, and that's just down that. Because you're not about to treat me any type of way or talk about me any type of way because you got money, and I'm gonna just be shut up about it. Ha.
Well,
Wrong
I don't
bitch.
want to make my own money. I don't say anything. Please, give me one chance. I will. I'm tall too, so we could do like that loving basketball shit at night. Like I could try to make some hoops and shit. Like please. I was about to put my phone number out there. I was like, nah. I used to put my phone number on Twitter all the time. Like somebody would be like, oh, yo, like not like just put my phone number on Twitter. Okay, I'm not that stupid. But people would be like, oh, let me text you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, text me. And I would put my phone number on Twitter. You know how many fucking crank calls I used to get or like random text
Really?
messages all the time?
That's
I remember I
so
tweeted
weird.
one time back in the day. I'm like, why do I keep putting my phone number on Twitter?
That's so weird.
I just phone number is a phone number.
But like, I feel like why are people just randomly calling you because you put your number out there? That's fucking weird.
To fuck with people. That's
Yeah,
literally.
well, you understand that because you're a fucking troll too. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like,
I
don't
for
get it.
sure am. Oh, that's crazy. I definitely like pissing people off for fun. I can't help it. You know, when you really don't care, seeing people that do care and seeing them like squirm in their seats is such a satisfying.
you sound like a serial killer, like a sociopath.
I think no. No.
All right.
No.
I think no.
I don't think so. I think I don't know.
No, I can understand degrees of that, but like, I don't go out of my way for it. But if we're in an argument and like, not someone that I care about, but like a random person, if we're in an argument and I know that I can trigger you in some type of way in that argument, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going for that kill. And it definitely is gratifying in that moment. But like, I don't like go out of my way to just piss someone off mad random. Like,
Yeah.
nah. I'll have to be provoked. And that's why I tell people like, leave me alone. And other people who know me tell people, leave her alone. Because once I'm mad, it's
See,
a different person.
The stupid shit that I do is just like I don't like throw people's dirty laundry out there.
Yeah.
I do stupid shit that I know is gonna irk them. Like, oh, you don't like a cup in this certain position. I'm gonna put the cup in that certain position every time. Literally, like that's the type of shit that I do. The only time that I will throw your dirty laundry at you is if I really, really feel like you fucked with me. Like if I feel like that's my last resort. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you're taking me for fucking granted. You're treating me like a piece of shit. So I don't think I don't condone that at all. I don't think it's the best option to take
Yeah.
at all. I definitely want to change that within myself. I haven't done it in a long time. I
Yeah.
feel like I never get mad anymore, though, to be
Yeah,
honest.
facts.
I feel like I never, compared to what I used to be, where I used to get mad like that, I feel like I never get mad over anything anymore. I kind of just laugh it off. If I do get mad in the moment, it's for 2 seconds, and I can usually talk myself down. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, you really are good at that.
I'm like, bro, it's fucking light shit. Like, let it go. Like, whatever. It's, Lord knows that took me a fucking long time to get there.
Yeah.
But the feeling you get when you get all worked up is way worse
so
than letting it go.
It's so
Way
bad.
fucking worse than just letting it go. And I realized that I'm like, and especially if you're arguing with somebody that is a fucking wall that you know is not going to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you tell them let it go, they're like, I feel like you're saying that so that I shut the fuck up. I'm like, what do you think? I'm like,
I just like I don't know like again like I said like I don't do that with people I care about. If I care about you, like I would never, even if I feel like you're taking me for granted, or even if I feel like it's like at the last straw, like I'm still not gonna throw shit in your face, blah blah. Like if you're a random person, a stranger, I don't give a fuck. Like whatever. There's no regard for me. Once I care about you to a certain extent, there is a line that I will never ever ever cross unless you throw my shit at me. Then it's like, okay, so you cross the line first, then boom. But it gets like that for me. But I feel like even though I understand what you're saying, like, you know, like letting it go, I don't know, like I'm the type of person that like if someone like pisses me off and bothers me, like and I don't say something, like I see them that shit. Like I can't just like let something go genuinely. Like for me to realistically be like, all right, yeah, fuck it. I'm not even going to indulge in it and just leave it alone. And then me not care. Nah, bro. Like I promise you, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about the fact that like I didn't say something back. I'm thinking about the fact that you think that I'm pussy because I didn't say something back. Like it just builds on top of it. So I just have to say something. Once I say something, I'm over it. I'm the type that like, I'm going to say everything that I had to say about it. And then I'm not thinking about it anymore. Like I've let it go, like, cause I've already said it. But if I can't say what I want to say, I'm going to be tight for a while.
see, for me, it's if I know that you'll hear me, then yeah, I'll definitely let you know how I feel in a respect. So for me, it's between people I care about and don't care about. If I don't care about you, there's really nothing I have to say about you because I really don't have anything. I don't really care about what you do. I really don't have emotions towards people I don't care about. Not in a bad way. Like I care about everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. But if you do something against me and you're nothing to me. Sounds really bad. I mean, like, as in, like, you're not a part of my life. Yeah, I don't really sweat that shit. If I care about you and you do something that bothers me, I think about two things. How receptive.
Yeah, receptive.
Receptive. How receptive is this person to communication?
Yeah.
Are they going to hear me out? Are they going to know what I'm trying to say? Are they not going to take it the wrong way? Because that's another thing, too, is I feel as though so many times I say something and people take it completely in a different note. Yeah. And I think about that. So I try to think about that. And if I know they're receptive and that they will listen to me, and also the conversation should happen when the heat is down.
Yeah, that's something I struggle with.
Yeah. Or when you're sober. That's another thing, too. Yes. When the heat is down and when you're sober. I think about that. And then if the person is a fucking wall and I know they're not going to listen to me, I think to myself, well, you know, because there are people that are genuinely good people. They just have things about them that they can't change. So you have to weigh out the bad and the good. I think I have a lot of bad and a lot of good too.
Yeah, same.
I feel like my good weighs out the bad for sure, but I know that I piss people the fuck off. I know that about myself. I'm not the easiest person to deal with. I'm too straightforward for my own good. I think I'm fucking perfect. That's because I am. But I can't. I am too gun-ho. I'm aggressive at everything I do. I'm just like, let's do this. Let's go. And so I know that's a lot to keep up with. I think personalities that are much more mellow are the easiest that can cling on to my personality. Yeah. But people that are no, they can't fucking stand me. I wouldn't stand myself. If I was dating myself or was best friends with myself, I would have been punched myself in the face. Like, rocked my shit, for sure. So those are the things that I think about. I had a friend, a really, really, really close friend that we fell off for like 2 seconds. And it took me a little to understand that everybody is different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The things you find annoying and the communication you feel like is not there is just that you have a different form of understanding and seeing things versus how they understand and see things.
Yeah.
That was a big lesson to learn for me. You have to see what people's intentions are, and that will tell you straight the fuck up is, do I get over it or do I not get over it?
Yeah.
If somebody's intentions are fucked up, exit yourself out.
Yeah.
Exit yourself out. But if you know somebody's intentions are good, they just do fucked up shit sometimes, try to understand where it's coming from. Let them know how you feel if you can, and just go from there. That's basically how
that's smart.
how I go now. That's why I feel like I'm so easygoing now compared to how I used to be. I'm very aggressive with everything in general, but I'm very easygoing now when it comes to confrontation and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very straightforward, yes. That's why I feel like a lot of people take what I say badly.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't get mad. Like, I don't get mad.
Yeah. I feel like when I'm more sober, I can I can operate that way that you're saying, like, okay, is this person gonna be receptive, or if they're not? And if they're not, I'm the type that, like, I'm out. Like, I'll just leave. I'll remove myself completely from the situation because I'm still gonna be mad, and I know that if I'm telling you about it and you're still gonna be like not getting it or making it, like, gaslighting me, that shit's gonna take me to another level. So I'll just be out. But when I'm drunk and I'm upset about something.
Oh, we know. We know. But I can, if I'm going through something, I am the devil when I'm mad. If I'm going through, I am so I was talking to Lourdes that time. I was talking, it's crazy that happened right after, but let me start the story. So and I hit up Lourdes, and we ended up going out for drinks, and me and her are talking, and I say, I feel like I battle with a Jekyll and Hyde inside of me sometimes. Mm-hmm. I have this great persona about me that is very understanding, can get every walk of life, that's very great, and then I have this little 5% devil that when that 5% devil comes out, it destroys everything in sight. Mm-hmm. And I wake up the next day and I'm like, great. Yeah. My whole life is ruined. Yeah. You burned everything down to the core. And so I've tried to regulate that really, really, really bad. And that's what I'm trying to deal with now, is to just not let that Jekyll. Jekyll's the good one. No, Hyde is the bad one, right?
I don't know. I didn't read the book.
Yeah, no, it's Hyde. Hyde is the bad one.
I did not read that book at all.
That's a good.
I know what it's about.
Please don't quote. Imagine somebody Google that joint. Hold on.
Google.
Wait,
is Jekyll the good one or Hyde?
Dr. Jekyll's the good one. I'm pretty sure because he's the doctor.
I would assume so. His name's first, so Jekyll, that makes sense.
Jekyll. That just reminds me of that Arthur
episode
that goes Jekyll, Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll.
Yo,
you
never see that? Yo, I'm sued.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sued.
I don't have no split personality, okay? Fuck off, Jimmy.
I'm sued.
All right, I got another joint recording my podcast tomorrow. And it's no longer the drum tube, it's the Wait, hold on.
Oh my God, I'm sued. Do you know that episode of Arthur? Oh my God.
Okay, I need to figure out who.
It has to be Dr. Jekyll's the good one. They would never put the bad guy's name first. That doesn't even make sense.
That's what I'm saying, Pa. All right. Sinister looking.
It is hot in here. It's because the sun's like beaming like right there.
Like a whore in church.
You didn't wear a t-shirt underneath?
No. You want me to be in my birthday? You got your 50K promo. Where's Kuja? I need my 50K. I gave him a discount too. Jenner taught me. Yeah. Kay Jenner. Kris Jenner.
Yo, you heard about that shit with Kylie?
No. What?
Bro, so, yes. So, one of her makeup artists, I don't think he's the regular one, but he's done her makeup before, and a friend, whatever. And he's a celebrity makeup artist. He got into a really bad car accident. He was ejected from the car. He suffered like internal injuries. Yeah. Brain shit. And so he's like, he needs surgery, like life-saving type surgery. This girl posted on her story like, oh, like praying for you, hope you pull through, blah blah, and like posted his GoFundMe, and it's like a GoFundMe to raise 60K. She only donated 5K to it, and then posted it like so for her fans to swipe up and donate. Bitch, you're a billionaire. 60K to you is chump change. Literally, that's McDonald's to you type shit. And you're asking your fans, who are comprised of a bunch of little ass girls, most likely, to donate to his. First of all, on top of that, if he's a celebrity makeup artist, and you were like on the level where you could do Kylie's makeup, that means you've been in the game for a while. That means you've done other people's makeup.
Guap.
Like, how don't you have 60K yourself? One, two. Kylie, you're gonna ask your fans to donate money to it when you could drop the 60K your damn self, like lightly. That would not affect her. She makes 450K a day.
You know, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm trying to get in with the Jenners and the Kardashians. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. At some point, I'm gonna, if I talk
Listen,
shit right
I like Kylie. Honestly, like I know everyone be hating the Kardashians. Out of all of them, I do like her the most out of all of them. But that was some shit.
Nah,
like,
Courtney's
girl,
my bitch. But
really?
that comes to show. The more money you have, the more fucking selfish you are.
Yeah,
like literally,
that's a fact.
Sometimes I feel like they do this shit on purpose. Like some of the shit that they do, you really can't sit here and think, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm not gonna get no scrutiny. I feel like at some point they have a book that literally teaches them this is gonna get me into a lot of fucking shit. And I feel like they just keep doing it.
I feel like
she can't be that stupid where she's gonna ask for 60K for the makeup artist and they're literally not gonna scrutinize her.
I feel like some people are so far removed from reality and tone deaf that like they really don't get it. Like there's certain things that like, all right, like Kylie knows that she says the N-word like in public because God only knows that she says it behind. No, I'm saying like she knows if she does, right?
Okay.
If she says it in public, like on a public, yeah, girl. Listen, that'd be on like Channel 6 News if she ever fucking said that shit. Like niggas will lose their mind, bro. But like she knows that, like stuff like that. But like I feel like some people are so far removed, and they're those people because they've been rich their whole life, and now they're mega rich, that they don't get it. Like it's just they're so out of touch with reality. Like for example, like when Kim bought the private island, and then everyone got COVID tested, and everyone was fine, and blah blah, and like I don't know, like they're just so far removed from like what's really going on in the world and what makes sense that I feel like they just do shit that they think is normal because that's what they would do in their community, and we're just like, no, like, and I feel like they feel untouchable. I feel like they feel invincible. But they are, though. That's why they could do shit like that.
They are basically
because all they're gonna do is they're gonna do that. Everyone's gonna have backlash, but then they're gonna have the other millions of fans who are gonna defend them. And their pockets are not going to be even affected by it. So it's like, whatever, I'll delete the post and then I'll live my life tomorrow and still be Kylie Jenner.
Or even the people that do end up hating her, they hate her for a reason because they love her. Yeah. There's a fine line, sunshine.
Yeah.
And so but that's what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes they do this shit on purpose, as they say, if they're not hating you, you're not doing it.
I remember that like, Kanye said one time, no attention is bad attention.
That's what I'm saying.
And like the double meaning of it, like having no attention is the bad attention. Like whether you have good or bad press, people are still talking about you. And that is going to open up opportunities for
That's how they built their empire. Yeah, it's off of literally
off of a sex tape.
Scandal. Mm-hmm. It's been off of scandal since forever. People are drawn to bullshit. Yeah. That's just us as human beings. We want so bad to compare ourselves to somebody else. Oh, this person did this, so I'm great. So we just thrive on scrutiny. We do. So unfortunately, we do. So I feel like for us to be able to get this podcast popping, who's banging out the sex tape?
I did not see that go that way. I mean, you suggested it. You smelt it. You dealt it. You better fucking bang that shit out. You got that.
So find me a good candidate.
Oh, I got you. You want me to start scrolling? I'll start scrolling right now.
No, put an ad on Twitter.
I'll put it on the Instagram.
I put threes.
Want to be featured on the Drunk Truth underscore?
This should be the first Instagram video.
It's just swipe left. Oh no! Watching the podcast with your grandma. Swipe left. What the fuck?
Yeah, I cannot.
Oh my god. Jimmy's gonna fucking kill me because I gotta pee.
Do you? It's okay. I think
It's
I
because
can
I'm
hold on before.
nervous. No, that's not it. I was just blaming Aya so you can feel bad. But
Go pee. I'll hold on the fort. While
you're
you're
gonna hold
gone.
down the. I mean, I can pee in my pants. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll
Not
do
on the
it.
chair.
Not on the chair. The one chair.
This is where you get people to want to have sex tape.
Man, if I only told you, no.
Ah!
Man, not a sex tape, but this studio, some things happen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll
the
be
studio,
back.
some things has happened. Did I already tell them about how I got bit here?
You say that story.
Oh yeah, this studio is fucking weird. So I came here one time for my boy Nino. Nino, hey. I came here. It was his birthday, I believe, / album release, or maybe just album release, one or the other, or both. And whatever, we're here, we're vibing. It was a great ass night. Like one of those nights that you're like, yo, this is epic. Everyone was vibing, everyone was having fun. It was all good vibes. We were like all like in a corner, like huddled up like this. And out of nowhere, we're all jamming, and out of nowhere, 2 random bitches walk in. And the minute they walk in, like literally the minute, the vibe is off. Like, and we're not even like the type that we're like, oh, new people we don't know, like fuck them. Oh, at least I'm not like that. Some of my friends are like that. I'm not like that. And but they were just weird, like the way they came in, like it was just fucking weird. But we're like, whatever, we're having a good night, so we're gonna ignore it. So we keep jamming, and there was some girl, my homegirl Addie, and her cousin Shadea. They were jamming like across from us. We're all singing some song, and one of the girls hits my homegirl Addie in the back of the head. So she's thinking because we're jamming, we're mad turned up, that like it's an accident. So she's like, yo, be careful, like, you know, you hit me, just be careful. That was that. We go back to jamming, we're turned up, it happens again. So now my homegirl's like, all right, like I already told you be careful, it happened again. Now you're doing it on purpose, like what's good with you? Is there a problem? Blah, 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 whatever. Then her cousin Shadea jumps in and she's like, yo, like what's up? Like blah, blah, blah. They're arguing. My homegirl Monkey, monkey. So Monk, why? Monk gets involved, and then Monk just hits one of the girls. So Monk hits one of the girls, the other girl jumps on Monkey, and then they start fighting, and then so one of my homegirls was really close with Monkey at the time, so she jumps in, so now everybody's rushing to jump in. I'm Miss Peaceful Angel that I am. I'm like, oh my God, like I have to stop this. And honestly, let me not lie. I wasn't trying to be peaceful. I was just like, fuck, it's a good night. I'm trying to keep partying. Like, niggas is fucking it up. So I'm trying to end the fight as soon as possible so that we can keep turning up. So I'm trying to split it up. I'm literally grabbing like hands and hair off of each other. And then the next thing you know, this girl literally clamps her teeth into my arm, like literally munches on my shit and will not let go of it. So I'm like, oh my God, she bit me. And then I hear someone behind me like, hit that bitch. So now I start fighting her. Everyone's fighting. It was just crazy. I had to get a shot. What happened? Yeah, I had to get a shot, and I had to take antibiotics. And everything just to make sure I don't get no shit, because I don't know what that dirty bitch's mouth has been at. And I had a scar on my arm the shape of a mouth for like 2 months. So yeah, that was the time I got bit by a human being like she was a fucking dog. I was fucking heated about that shit. I thought that scar was never gonna go away. There was literally a mouth mark on my arm. It's gone though, thank God, because that's fucking disgusting. But yeah, this studio, a lot of shit happens here. Mm-hmm. It's a spooky place.
I lost my virginity in the studio. I for sure did. I'm not even lying. And it was on a leather couch just like that. Right
you
on
on
that
a casting
spot
call
right there.
couch when you lost your virginity?
Yo.
He knows. Shout out to you. I'm pretty sure he watches the podcast. We're really good friends.
That's funny.
I wouldn't technically even call it losing my virginity because it really didn't fit.
Did he know you were a virgin?
I'm pretty sure it didn't fucking. Yeah, I don't
Was
know.
that like a conversation that was had? Yeah, no,
I
mine
don't
does
really
not
know.
know.
I
And
don't
he will
really
never
know.
know. I'll never tell that.
I don't know it. I don't remember if we had conversations about it, to be honest. I don't think
But we were
did.
older, right?
I was 19. 19.
Yeah.
I
So
was
much on the
19.
older side. I feel
So I
like most
don't
people lose
think-
their
yeah.
virginity around like.
I was
15.
legitimately trying to get it over with.
Me too.
And I felt really comfortable with the person. I have to completely shout out the person who it was because they made me feel wicked comfortable. Like
That's
it
dope.
wasn't a bad experience at all. It just really didn't work out.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, mine doesn't know, never will know, never will tell that nigga because he'll take that shit and run with that. And I cannot.
Aren't they like fair?
You know what? I'm gonna go across over.
Okay, so that part,
That,
definitely has to get cut
Amy.
that
Amy,
little part definitely has to get cut out.
Amy,
Man.
Amy, Amy.
Whoopsies.
Amy.
Whoopsies.
Oh my god.
I didn't name anybody, but I already know they're gonna know.
Yeah, duh.
They're
nigga.
already gonna. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
literally 2 + 2 =
I know.
4.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
I thought it equaled 5, to be honest.
Yeah, clearly, because you said it.
I didn't graduate high school. I apologize.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Well,
so
there goes that. So
wait, you're not gonna. That one we can cut.
and then
can
look at
cut.
take a shot. Everyone take a fucking shot. I need a shot after that shit. I wish I had a shot because.
No Don Hools.
Well, let's hope that he doesn't get to this part of the episode.
See, but it's actually funny that this whole
Yo, fuck it. It's too late now. Whatever, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah, you wanted to be famous. This is what it is. I told you I'm writing a tell-all book, anyways.
Oh, and that story's
yes,
gonna be involved.
it's about you. I literally,
I thought you meant about you, bitch. I'm like,
I
what
dead
the
ass
fuck?
am writing a tell-all book about you. I
Perfect.
told you. I'm waiting for this podcast to go.
I need a cut. I need a cut for sure.
A haircut?
And you think 50K?
Because you ain't getting shit from me.
You think 50K is what I'm
50K
asking
for a verse, no album
All
out.
right, don't quote Nicki. Do not. Do not.
I thought
Do
that
not.
would calm you down.
Oh, you thought? No, this is what's about to relax.
Yeah, take a few, maybe pour up
Yeah,
a
pour
little.
some more
Pour some
because
more, yeah.
that just stressed me
Yeah.
the fuck out. Now I'm just waiting to get a text from a number that I don't have saved. Like, oh,
Hey.
so
You was taking it that good as a virgin? I wish there were more like you.
I did eat the fuck out of that shit. I was just like, okay.
Yeah, my mom def can't watch this shit. That is, I gotta text her right now. I'm gonna be like, Ma, I gotta talk to you when I get home. She's gonna be mad worried. I'm gonna forget. Forget. I be gaslighting like a motherfucker, man. I can't help it. Oh, brunches till 4 p.m. on Sunday. I'm in there.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Hold on. I'm never on my phone. Actually, that's a really good thing because you're such a bad person when it
Oh
comes to that.
my god.
So I am so into when I'm with somebody in person, don't be on your fucking phone. If you get a text or a call, like or like a quick thing or whatever, but if
I
you're
get texts.
you are 85% on the phone when I'm with you. Literally, there'll be times I'll be like, hey, Treasure. Or no, I'll say, oh, yeah, did you hear about this? And I'm like, I'll give her 5 seconds. I'll give her 10 seconds. I'll give her 15 seconds. At 20 seconds, I'm like, I'm out for drinks by myself, so might as well look around.
I got a text, so I'm just like answering it real quick. I wait. I'm not doing it while you're talking. Like, I wait until they're
You
silent.
don't even notice if I'm doing how I'm talking. That's how into your phone you be. All I hear is clack, 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 clack. This is her literally. Literally. I remember one time when we just came back from Puerto Rico and we slept in the same room. And it was like, what? It was like 7 o'clock in the, no, not even, like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
something
8,
like
9,
that.
10, one
We
of
had
those.
fell asleep mad late, I would assume, right? And all I hear is clack, 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 clack. I'm like, let me say this in the nicest way because I know I can be a bitch in the morning. I'm like, hey, Tresh, can you put that on silent? Because not only were you clack, clack, lying, but
My
your
keyboard
your
was doing it
keyboard was
too.
so it was like toot, 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 while the clack, clack, clack was happening. I'm like, you can fucking make a whole song off of this shit.
Yo, everyone gets so mad at me for that. It's like the funniest thing to me. I think that shit's hilarious. Like, every time that I sleep with someone, I always wake up first because I always sleep with the fucking sleepiest people ever in life. I don't know. I can go to bed at like 4 in the morning and I'm gonna wake up first, always. And it happens with Adise, it happened with Kay. Like, I always wake up first and I just be on my phone and then I'm laughing. But I try to laugh quietly. But you guys have supersonic hearing in your sleep and always hear me. Like, Adise always thinks that I'm crying the whole time I'm crying. She did it like 3 times. Like, you know when you do that like silent laugh where it's just like breath? I'd be doing that. She's like, are you crying? And I'm like, no, I'm laughing. And she's like, yo, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking back. That's what she says to me every time.
Imagine you're laughing all night.
Kay's the only one who would be like, looks at me and then she'll just go back to sleep. And I'm just like, okay, let me just.
Yeah,
But,
you're terrible.
I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. Because I'm such a heavy sleeper, so I just assume that you're not gonna hear me. Like, there could be literally like a hurricane, like people could be stomping the yard like next to me. I'm not waking up, bro. Like, nothing is waking me up. So
I'm the opposite. Unless I'm fucked up. If I'm fucked the fuck up, and no, if I'm in somebody else's house or anywhere else, like in a hotel or anything, Airbnb, anything, I will wake up like this. I wake up so fast. But if I'm in my own house and I'm fucked up, nah. I'm sleeping through a freaking earthquake, God's coming, everything. Like, nobody's freaking waking me up. But as in general, like if I'm not fucked up, I wake up so easily.
Yeah, no.
I'm such a I'm such a paranoid person. So I'm like, what's going on?
I always I was literally just saying that last night. I always wake up in panic. Always. I don't know why. I always do. And if I don't wake up in a panic, I feel suspicious. Like, I feel weird. I'm like, what?
Don't be suspicious.
I literally always do. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But no, I sleep through everything. If I do wake up from something in the morning, it's because I was already waking up. Like, my body was already waking itself up. So it's just like, okay, I woke up maybe 10 minutes earlier than I was supposed to get up. But no.
Yesterday, I woke up yesterday at like, because I always, regardless if I fall asleep at 5, I'll wake up real fast at like 7. And then if I was really fucked up the day before and I didn't get much sleep, I'll go back to sleep. So yesterday morning, I woke up like around 7 and I'm like, I'm going to give myself a little bit more time to sleep. And I barely had slept the night before because I woke up mad early too the day before. And so I woke up like at 10 and I thought it was Sunday and I was supposed to be in Newport. And I'm like, fuck, I'm fired. I'm fired. And then I look at the thing, it says Saturday. I'm like, oh my God.
What time are you supposed to be in Newport today?
Today, 10:30. I got there like at 10-ish, 10:15. 10.
Okay.
I'm usually early. That's the thing. I have never, ever, I will say this, I've never let my job, I've never like let my job feel like I'm fucked up or anything. Like if I get fucked up, I will legitimately not sleep so that I won't even have
I don't know how
the
you
room
do that.
to not wake up. I can't, because I will feel like a cussy if I wake up and I missed work because I was out drinking the night before. And also, I know my job counts on me, so I would never do that. Like, I really take that serious. The only times that I've called out is if I'm, like, really sick.
Yeah.
If I'm really sick or if something happens with my car, which sometimes like my battery, when my battery was going every single time that time. And I'm like, I don't want to change this fucking battery. And then, but that's when it comes to drinking, if I would really make myself feel bad, for me, not even for anybody else, for me, I'd feel bad about not going into work because I was too drunk the night before. I'm like, you decided to be a custy, get up and work.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think in my head.
I feel it. I don't think that there's been really times that, like, I think there was only one time that I was like, I can't work because I was lit. But other than that, no. But I've always had second shift jobs. So it's like,
oh, that's easy.
by the time you have to get up, it's like, whatever. I might have to, like, go through nausea through work, but for the most part.
Sometimes second shift sucks more than first shift.
Sometimes,
Because
all the time.
I'm saying when you're lit. Oh, well, yeah. Like, for example, I'd rather wake up after 2 hours of being lit, go to work, bang it out, and then come back home and be able to relax.
Sleep for the rest of
then
the day.
sleep and wake up in that hangover and have to work through all that, and then be past your hangover by the time you're done and be like, man, am I ready to party
Yeah,
again?
exactly,
Like,
bro. That's literally the story of my life. It fucking sucks, dude. It's
yeah,
the
second
worst.
shift is trash.
It's the worst, dude.
Third shift is trash too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that.
I appreciate the 9 to 5, bro.
Yeah, I need one. I want
Well,
one.
I do a second shift on the weekends, but I appreciate the 9 to 5 on the weekdays. Though I have to, what fucks me up when I get fucked up is I have to drive all the way to Newport. That is the worst part.
Yeah.
Driving when you're rocked.
Do you drive in silence? Or you play
Hell
music?
no. Never ever a day. The only time you'll ever hear me drive in silence is if I'm pissed or
Yeah,
something
me
that
too.
happened the night before.
I'd be
I can't listen to anything because my mind is going nuts.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking at
If I'm driving in
1,000 miles
silence,
per hour.
something is wrong. Like, something
Yeah.
is wrong for sure. Like,
But I can never drive without music. I can't even drive with music at like a median level. I need it
All the way up. Me
blasted.
too.
Yeah, always.
me too.
Always.
Anytime music's down in like someone's car, I'm just like, why is the music whispering?
You know what I hate? When you have people in your car and they just keep having conversations. Though I am that person, I will say.
I hate.
Though
that
I am,
shit.
I will say when I'm in somebody else's
You are
car,
that
I am that
person.
person. But then I hate when it's done to me. So
You
yeah,
are
I guess I'm a
that person.
hypocrite.
And then when you get drunk, it's even worse.
Every
even
single thing
worse.
that happens in the song, I'm like,
Yes,
oh, yo,
I was gonna say
anything.
I was going to say that. You be talking about the song, and I'm like, can I fucking hear it? So then you can talk about it after it. Every time you'll be like, oh, don't you like this song? It's so good. I'm like, well, I liked it when it was up, and I could hear it.
One song will play, and I'll have 17 things to say about
Oh
it.
my
at
God.
least.
Always, dude. Always. And I
Like,
just
this
be like,
is such a good genre. Oh, this person is so good at this. Oh, this person. And
always,
Treasure will be
bro.
like,
and I just be staring at her like,
she'll be trying to eat it so bad. And
Yeah.
I know she just wants to. I know she just wants to go on to the other side and just go, bah! Like mad hard.
okay, and I literally just be there like,
I talk too much.
like,
Okay, my boss, me and him used to take drives to Boston, and we'd get stuck
your favorite
in,
place.
We'd get Boston. Don't start.
yeah.
Because my love for Boston saved us the other night. No, I'm being dead
I was
serious.
waiting for Jimmy to catch up.
Apparently, my love for Boston.
Kinda crazy.
So all I remember from that night was
She didn't even
I
remember
didn't
that
remember
at
Boston. All I remember from that night was a fireplace. You have a fireplace? Yeah. So I just remember sitting there, and I got into consciousness for a second. Shout out to Drake for that line, in and out of consciousness. Because if I don't do that so often, Lord knows. So I'm literally sitting there. I come into consciousness for a second. I remember I was with your girl. At points, I was with your girl, too. At points, I was in the bathroom with you and
Jenna.
Yeah, and Jenna. And then this was towards the end of the night when I was rocked. And I wake up, I'm like, where the fuck am I?
Yo.
I'm like, how am I going to find my way back home? And then I see Alyssa and Treasure to the left, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Bro, I was so rocked. And she tells me that I kept saying that I loved Boston.
Yo.
And then some kid there thought that I was trying to get at him because he was like, oh, yeah, I'm from, was he from
I think
Boston?
he was going to Boston or
And I was
from
like,
Boston.
we
I
should
don't
all
know.
go.
And I'm like, yo, like Boston, we should go to Boston, blah, blah. He was just like, like, you know, like trying to dump you. That shit was so funny because I was sitting there like, no, she's just drunk. Like, it's not. But I didn't say anything in my head. I was just
I'm
thinking.
glad you did it because it made a good story.
Okay, we were dying about that for like a good 30 minutes after. Like, we just kept bringing up Boston, and you were so like out of it. Like, you were not a part of the joke at all. Like, you would add on to it. Like, we'll say Boston, and you'll catch it real fast, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, we should go to Boston," and we'll just start dying all over again.
Yeah, I love Boston. I really do. But me and my boss used to take rides out there for work, and we would come back during traffic hour, and we'd be in traffic because we would have to drive all the way back to Newport. Sometimes I'd get dropped off in Providence. He'd pick me up on the way, but sometimes I'd also park in Newport and then go back with him. Mm-hmm. Bro, I talk his fucking ear off. When I tell you, I talk like to the point where he would just, no, I don't think you don't need to come to Boston. Like to that point where he's just, I'd say, what are we doing tomorrow? He's, you could do some work in the office. Like, I'm going to go to Boston. I would talk to him for 2.5 hours straight. I could not stop. I'd be like,
no.
What are you into? Like, what would you rather do in this situation? Like, oh, this and that. And he's just like, oh my freaking gosh, this bitch can talk. I'm like, but I can. I can talk for days.
You can. I do like it though because I'm the type that like I can talk once someone initiates conversation, but if you don't say anything, for the most part, I'm not gonna say anything. Which I don't mind. Like I actually enjoy thoroughly sitting in someone's like I feel like my favorite people are the people that like we can sit in silence together and it's not weird. Like we're just enjoying each other's company without really saying anything. Yeah, conversation's cool sometimes, but I don't mind us not talking. We can just sit there and not feel weird and just be quiet. But yeah, but once a conversation is initiated, I can definitely keep up with the conversation. Like I can keep going back and forth with you about it and then, bring up stuff as it goes along. But for the most part, I'll just be there like, okay.
Yeah, I initiate conversation for sure.
That's good, though. That's a good trait.
I'm a huge initiator in conversation. Like, I can go into a crowd of strangers and talk to everybody.
That's a good trait, but I feel like that's why we compliment each other because I'm the type of person that people want to talk to me, even though like I won't.
That is so true. People don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, people will like just like point me out the crowd and be like, "Her, I'm gonna have a drunk conversation with her all night." Like literally,
people stop their cars on the highway. Her,
literally, like I'm telling you, I'll be in the middle of a party. I'm just chilling. I'm not doing much, and then someone will be mad drunk, and it'll be one of those people who want to talk all night, and they'll just be like, I'm going to talk to her all night. And I'd be like, okay. And I talk to them.
Last night.
That did it?
You and homegirl?
Who? Oh.
Literally, I was just sitting there. I'm like, yo, she can't. Like, I can't take her out.
Wait, oh my gosh. Damn. Oh, the white girl with the big butt, right? Yeah. She was, well, it didn't start that way. Because it was almost beef. You didn't even know that?
Jesus Christ. I was in I had just gotten out of work. I was tired as fuck. We're in a lounge full of a bunch of crazy people getting turned. So I'm just looking around. I didn't even know there was beef going on. And I wanted a cigar mad bad.
It wasn't like real beef. It was just, I don't know, like she had looked at, remember when we dropped the hookah?
I wasn't
there.
In
you
the
was at the bathroom. So that's what happened. I thought you were talking about the other girls that we saw there, but no, that girl. When we dropped the hookah, I guess she said something or she looked at like Kay weird or something like that, and Kay didn't like it, and so Kay was just like, "What the hell?" Like I feel like she looked at me weird, so I was like, "She what?" You know me. So I was like, "I'm gonna say something." Kay's like, "No, like just leave it, whatever." And I was like, "Okay." And then I kept looking, So I just kept looking at her, and then she looked at me and she was jamming. I was like, no. Did you like look at my friend weird when the hookah dropped? Like, what's the issue? And then she was like, no, oh my gosh, like, no, like when it fell, like I thought that I dropped it because like I'm mad drunk, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I'm just making sure, like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, no, like whatever. And then she apologized to Kay, whatever, blah, blah. And then after that, she was like,
that was sweet of her.
Yeah.
Well, that was wicked sweet.
Yeah.
It's really refreshing meeting people that you can approach about something like that and they don't like turn up.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's why I don't like going to those crazy places like clubs and stuff like that. So I feel like the littlest thing sometimes can just charge people up. For example, me bumping into somebody. I've legitimately been in a club before where I accidentally bump into somebody and they're ready to fight.
Yeah.
And that's just uncomfortable to be in because you're overthinking everything you do. And that's what I feel like I do in those situations. I'm just like on the prowl, like looking on the prowl sounds creepy as fuck. Like literally just thinking and thinking. Yeah. But oh no.
Girl, you would have thought that something tragic happened. It's
Did.
the lighter.
It's my big lighter.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why I get super paranoid in places like that because I feel like I'm just overthinking everything that's going around.
Yeah.
You know, because you never know, especially people that are having a bad day. That's another thing. What if somebody's having a fucking bad day and they're just next person that does something, I'm gonna fucking unleash everything. And Lord knows I don't got time for that.
I feel like I don't even pass judgment against those people because
no, I don't pass judgment.
You know,
either.
like I've been that person, and like it sucks to be that person, but I've definitely been that person who's like.
I don't pass judgment either, but that's the thing. It's hard to tell when it's that or if they're just.
I just think my only thing is like I hate being bumped into. It's like one of my biggest things. Like my biggest, I just fucking hate it. But if you say like, "Oh my bad," or "Sorry," I'll go. My face will literally go from like to "Oh, it's okay," like immediately. But if you bump into me, you don't say shit. That pisses me off so much, yo. Oh my god, that shit gets me so mad. Like,
see,
so
I
mad.
feel like if you're in a club or if you're in somewhere, you have to be realistic and to think you're gonna get bumped into. This is where I get.
But you can
pissed
just
off.
be like, "Excuse me, my bad."
That I understand. That I completely understand. If I get bumped into once and I don't get the excuse me or whatever, then I'm whatever. I'm gonna keep it pushing. If I get bumped into by the same person twice, then that's when the problem starts.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. That's when the fight started ending your shit.
Yeah, that's when the problem starts brewing because then I know, okay, you're I'll wait for the third time. And then that's when I know you're targeting me. You're targeting me. It's a caucus.
I'm not gonna be like, okay, if it happens, I'm not gonna be like, bitch, what's up? But I'm gonna give you a look to let you know, like, that pissed me the fuck off, for sure. Or I might even be like, excuse me, like, you know, because, like, excuse me, like, it's really not that hard. Anyone I bump into, I don't care how crowded it is. Anyone that I bump into, I'd be like, my bad. It takes not even half a second. Like, you don't even have to stop and say it. You can literally be like, my bad, as you're walking. So I feel like there's no excuse in my mind why you're not saying excuse me. To me, you're being fucking rude. I don't like that shit.
Everybody's fucking rude, man. It sucks. It sucks. It really sucks.
It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying?
But I think what we can take from it all, from I don't know. Growing, I feel like I'm just starting to get like that. Letting it go shit. It really does work out in your favor. I feel like people don't understand that. Little do you know that letting it go, you don't look like a fucking pussy. You don't you don't look like anything. It's really for your own benefit.
Yeah.
Letting it go. And also, though, I will say, don't let it go when something really like severe, like if something severe happened, that's different. Mm-hmm. But it's something that's very minimal that can be gotten over. If you don't want to deal with that person anymore, exit. But if you do want to deal with that person and you want to stay, fucking let it go.
Yeah. I think that's why I appreciate the people that I have in my life who are like that, because I can be very reactive. I'm more sensitive than a lot of my friends. So a lot of more things that don't move them, don't affect them, that they can just brush off, I'm affected by it. But I appreciate the fact that they're like that because I feel like I have a lot of people in my life who know, like, okay, this just made Charlie upset, and they can talk me off the ledge. Like, I feel like you, Kay, Stefana, people like that, like, I feel like you guys are always like, all right, bro, like, just leave it alone. Like, it's fine. Like, you don't have to worry, and, like, know how to, like, make me just let shit go. And I feel like that's dope because it saved me from a lot of more dangerous situations that I didn't need to be in or weren't wouldn't really be worth it once I actually thought about it retrospectively. Once I'm calm and like thinking about it later, then I'm like, yeah, okay. If I would have reacted in that situation, it would have went this way, and it would have done this. And is that really worth it? Blah blah blah. I can be that person when it's not me who's upset. Like I'm definitely the person who diffuses everything when it happens to other people, but with myself. But I feel like it's dope that I have people in my life who are just like, nope, like this is not it. Like boom, like like for example, that time when we was at Black Sheep with that girl before it escalated the second time. But I tried. I did. Yo.
You did. No. I will
did
give
try.
you. I will 100% give you. We'll say the story real quick.
Yeah.
I'll say it real fast. So you actually have to end pretty soon. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of do want to keep it.
Me
like
too.
An hour. Yeah.
You want to? Oh,
God.
okay. Good.
No, but it's up to you. I don't mind.
I don't
But
care.
I'll say this story real quick. We were at Black Sheep, and we were in the bathroom, and somebody starts knocking on the door, and we're like, "Oh, we'll be right out." We usually do hearts to hearts in the bathroom. This time, which was the weirdest thing, we didn't.
We didn't.
We didn't. We were just in and out peeing, and she starts banging on the door. And Treasure's like, "Oh, what in here? Hold on." And I'm in my work sweatshirt where it says Pasta Beach branded right there on it. I'm like, "So we're going to let it go. We're gonna walk out there and we're gonna let it go." So I walk out of the bathroom and she bucks at me. Like she goes like on some shit. Like I'm like, "What?" She's like, what? I'm like,
That was it.
what do you mean by that? Like, what you looked at me. She's like, what do you mean? This girl's on the phone. I will give this girl, though, I will give it to her. She was all by herself. She hung up. She didn't even tell her friend, come here. Like, she literally said, I'm going to call you back. Clicks the phone, and she was ready. Like, she would have taken us both on. She was about that life. I will give that to her. And me and her going back and forth for a second, and then Treasure took that as like, all right, this is my cue.
Yeah, because in the bathroom when you were like, listen, we're going to let it go. We're going to go out there. You're not going to say anything. You're not going to look at her. You're not. I'm like, okay. Like, literally, I was like, okay. So I walk ahead, and then she does that. I hear Amy go, what? Like, why'd you just buck at me? I didn't need to hear anything else. I was like, done. Like, done. She made the first move. Now it's my turn. Like,
and then her and Treasure start going back and forth like crazy. And then that's when I'm like, all right, big misunderstanding. Let's go. So I finally get Treasure. And Treasure's like, yo, she's sitting right next to us. I'm like, nah, no.
I'm like, Amy, I promise you.
Bro, she's coming out the bathroom. She doesn't even go to her table. Her man's sitting right there next to us. She goes straight to us. And her and Treasure start going back and forth. And then it turned into this whole thing. And I'm literally just trying to de-escalate the whole situation. It didn't work.
No.
It didn't work. I tried.
You did try. You tried your hardest.
I did try my hardest.
But I was fucking pissed. Because I was like, yo.
Yeah, you cannot be de-escalated.
Like, I know. Like.
If you try to de-escalate her, you turn into an enemy.
Yeah.
If you try to de-escalate her, yeah. That's literally to a point where I'm like, should I just let her fucking go?
Yeah.
Like, should I just let her go?
It's just
like, what should I do?
I don't know, like, because I just be on 10. Like, once I'm on 10 already, like, I'm already there. Like, the only person who can really de-escalate me, for sure, is me. Like, I need to just be removed completely from the situation. And then me are going to have a conversation with ourselves about what happened.
Psychopath.
Literally, that's how it goes. I have to have a conversation with myself. I can calm myself down, and then I can come back. I twice let Amy kind of de-escalate me. So I'm already pissed because, like she said, de-escalation makes you the enemy. So I'm already like, all right. You know what? But still, I'm going to let it rock because I feel like she knows best. She's more level-headed than I am right now. So let me just listen to her. And I was just sitting at the table like this, tight, like just tight. And I'm like, Amy, she's sitting right next to us. I promise you. And she's like, no, she's not, kid. Relax. I'm like, I promise you. She's sitting right next to us. Girl does not even go sit down, walks right over to me. And she's like, yo, like, blah, blah. That was it. I was fucking tight. Amy's trying to de-escalate again. Now I'm like, all right, street strike you out. You're the enemy too. She's the enemy.
Yo, yeah.
The bartender, fuck you too.
This girl ran out onto the streets of downtown looking for this bitch. Literally, I hadn't even paid the tab yet. I'm like, Lourdes, go after her. I got to pay the fucking tab so we don't look like fucking broke bitches over here. And then we go outside and Treasure's fucking heated in the car. I'm like, I was just trying to stop the situation. You're like, fuck you.
I was so tight. I was so mad, bro. Like, yeah, I was heated about that. Even when I got home.
No, that bitch was crazy.
I don't know what her beef was. Like,
that bitch was crazy.
Yo, I was so tired. I went home. I remember I typed in the search bar on Twitter, Black Sheep, argument, fight, and Black Sheep, argue with a bitch. I typed everything trying to find this girl on Twitter so I could be like, yo, where are you at? Like, what's up? Didn't find anything. Then the next day I woke up and was sober and level-headed, and I was like, all right, you would have fought her in Black Sheep. You would have either got kicked out or banned.
You would have. So
I would have probably got arrested.
You would have killed. So you were in a really heated moment of your life. You know that for a fact. And that's why I didn't also. I feel like if you would have gotten yourself to that moment, you would have killed her.
Yeah.
You definitely would have. You were so angry then. Like, so angry then. No.
Yeah, it was
that would have never
happened.
happened. No, that would have never happened on my watch. I used to talk about this with a friend so often, where they're like, "Oh, if my friend's going at it, I'm going at it too." I feel like you have to take every circumstance in perspective.
I was just about to say that.
If your friend gets hit, and there's like it's like a huge thing, then yeah, I'm going in. If my friend is just going back and forth right then and there, we're fucking 25 years old.
Yeah.
Which is still young, but we're grown. We was doing this shit in fucking high school. I'm fucking 25 years old. I'm not going to have you fighting out here, embarrassing yourself. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I do want to upkeep a reputation at the end of the day. I want you to upkeep a reputation. It's best believe we'll handle it when it needs to be handled. That's for fucking sure. But if it's just a back and forth, bro, why does a stranger's words even fucking matter?
Exactly. Like, and that's what I thought about the next day. I'm like, cuff, I don't even know this girl from nowhere. Like,
and so
if she walked down the street, I probably wouldn't even recognize her. I'd probably pass her because I wouldn't even know who the fuck.
It could have turned into something crazy off of nothing that didn't even matter, off of something senseless that legitimately you weren't even feeling any way towards that. You were feeling things off of stuff that was happening in your life, and you were taking it out on her. And so that's what I try to understand. And that's why any situation that I come across that I feel like I'm getting a little bit too brawlic, I center myself and I think, why am I feeling this way? Why am I getting this crazy? I don't want to react anymore. I want to think, because I think my behavior from back in the day was so react and think later. No, I want to think now and react after. And you end up saving yourself from so much bullshit.
Yeah, that's
after
a fact.
that. So much bullshit. We're grown now. Like, I want us to be grown. Like, I don't care if people know me for fucking drinking and making a fool of myself, like, not in a bad way, but like out here like, oh, this girl drank till fucking 5 a.m, or I don't care about that shit. I don't want nobody out here thinking like I'd be fighting and shit or anything. I went actually like a month ago, right? I can't drink vodka. So I'm going to say I can't drink vodka. I went through a little moment that I was drinking vodka. Vodka turns me into the devil, but I think that's what my father drinks. So I think that's like the devil saying like birds of a feather flock together. Yeah. I was drinking vodka and I turned into the devil that night. Oh my God. And I took it out on people that I barely knew. I hope if you're hearing this podcast, I completely apologize.
Yeah, I think they will. I'm pretty sure they all watch it, the people that you're talking about.
Yeah, I really am sorry. I'm not like that. I'm really not like that. And I did I didn't do nothing physical except throw French fries.
Oh my God.
Other than that, like, I'm not like that. I'm usually just I'm usually like...
Yeah, no,
I do have a lot to say, which can rub people the wrong way, but as in to be like mean, that's not me. I'm not a mean person.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us are a mean person. We're very friendly people. For sure.
We want we want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt for sure. We hold that in common. It's just sometimes like circumstances in life, and I think we're always out there.
Yeah.
People won't get the circumstance in life.
Yeah.
And so that's why I try to hold myself back from being maybe misconstrued in the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, no, what you said about like evaluating the situation, I think definitely smart and definitely something that I can struggle with sometimes. Like I feel like once I'm already the thing is with me, like I don't feel like it's rare if ever that I start something, but like once it started with me, then I'm like, okay. And then even once that happens, like I feel like I lose all rationality of like what's going on. Like I'm not thinking about like, is this a smart circumstance for me to be in? Like like I get like nearsighted, short-sighted.
yeah.
Short-sighted, I think about what's happening right now and not about what's going to happen after or what this is going to lead to or whatever. And I feel like that's something that I definitely need to work on is like not losing, because when I'm sober, when I'm clear-headed, when I'm not mad, I think about the future all the time. I think about I'm not going to do this because this is going to lead to this and I have this that I want to get towards. But once I'm mad or drunk, like all that be like, ow. All that be like in the back of my head. Yeah. All that be like in the back of my head. And I feel like that's a very thing to like smart thing to hold on to. You have to really think about like, is the situation smart? Is it like, how should I move in this situation for my own safety, for my own benefit, and fuck everything else that's going on?
And also think about, why is it that these emotions peak also when you're not sober?
Yeah.
That's another thing. I think that us as human beings, that can happen as a collective. It's very rare for me to come encounter with somebody that goes through something and doesn't use something as an outlet.
Yeah.
Those people that do that, God bless them. My mother's one of them. My mother's never used an outlet. Her outlet is prayer.
Mm-hmm.
God bless her for sure. I don't know how she does it. But me personally, when I'm going through it, I have outlets. I'm now starting to use more beneficial and productive outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Like I write, I read, but I like to have my fun. I think I've gotten all my negative emotions out, so I don't even need to worry about that. But when I was going through it this past year, 2020, my outlet was having fun, drinking, forgetting about stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think my negative emotions would come out
Because they're
when
there.
I was not sober. And that's the stuff we have to think about. Why is it that they peak when I'm drunk? Why?
Because
is that?
they're there. We're repressing them when we're
Exactly.
sober because we have the capability to repress them. But when you're drunk, your inhibitions are down. And so
you
everything
really,
and anything
yeah.
that you're feeling is going to come out. I'm very glad that like I'm in a good place right now. I feel like I've been in a good place for a little bit. Yeah, I've had my circumstances that have gone on, but I feel like I've developed better coping strategies for them. And so for the most part, I've been straight. But yeah, when I was in like the pit of everything, it was bad. It was bad.
It's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. Waking up the day after a really bad night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget. It was somewhere in November or December 2019. No, it was before Thanksgiving because I spent Thanksgiving 2019 legitimately like by myself. It was November 2019. I was going through it, but what I always fail to do is tell everybody how I'm feeling because I don't even know what I'm feeling half the time. I'm terrible with emotions. You know that. I'm terrible with emotions. I kind of brushed everything off that was going on. And to even think about it now, I'm really so dumb to think that I was okay with going through a divorce with somebody that I was with for so long. I thought I was like, yeah, no, it's light work. I knew it was meant to happen. I'd made the decision because it was meant to happen. Like, it was the perfect thing for both of us. But you still go through that. And I basically kind of just argued with everybody around me. Kind of like canceled everybody out. And I woke up one morning and I didn't have any friends. Didn't have any friends. Didn't have my ex. Didn't have anything. I was basically all alone. And something that I love about myself is that I'm very positive. I am so lucky to be that way. You have no idea, because I know people that don't have that outlook in life. I will never sit there and not try to fix a situation. I will fix a situation. Even if it is not the same from what it was, I will make something better of it after.
Yeah.
I will never linger in negativity. Never. Because I can't do it. I can't do it. I've had moments of anxiety and I cannot stand those feelings. I feel like sick to my stomach and like I can't do it. It's like anger. That's why I don't like even being angry anymore. I do not like negativity. I don't like negative emotions. I don't like anything. So that's why I also feel like I run a lot from like negative situations. Like I'll just be like, all right, this is really negative for me. I'm going to be out. Like I'm gone, which is bad also, but I don't know. I made a lot of changes in my past life considering what I did, the mistakes that I made, not using outlets to deal with my emotions and cope with them was like a big thing too. And I'm just trying to change that. You know, I feel like I made so many strides from my younger years to who I was. And then I took like so many paces back this past year. I want to keep it up. Like I want to make that up and do better.
But that's what growth is. Like, you know, it's not linear. I think everyone thinks that when you're becoming a better person, it keeps going up. You're just going to be, okay, I was this year, and now I'm this, and now I'm this, and now I'm this. I'm just going to keep. It's not like that. You're going to fall. Yeah. There's going to be times where you're going to retreat back to old ways. And then I think the most important part of it is recognizing those behaviors and realizing like, oh shit, like I took some stuff back. I don't like that. Like, or it's affecting the people around me. I need to fix this. It's like that. It's an ongoing battle. You'll never ever be perfect. Perfection is not a real thing, you know. And you're going to have flaws. You're going to have character defaults. And I feel like everyone has this whole obsession with being perfect. I tell people all the time, I am not in the business of pretending like I'm perfect. I'm not in the business. I don't want anyone. Let me make that very clear. I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm a perfect person. I am a generally good person, but I'm not the greatest person. I have my flaws. I have my issues. And please do not put me on that pedestal because you will get let down every time, and I'm not going to kill myself trying to live to that standard at all. And I don't expect anyone else to be perfect. I know everyone comes with their shit, and to act like anyone doesn't is bullshit. You know, some people just have less shit than others, or shit that you can handle or whatever, but we all have our shit, bro. You'll always have your shit. As long as you're on this earth, you're gonna have your shit, and that's fine. As long as you're aware of it and you know like what's affecting people around you, and you're actively working on being better and not intentionally hurting the people that you love or the people who love you, then you're ahead of about 60% of the population, because a lot of people don't give a fuck.
It's all about accountability. It's all about accountability.
Exactly.
It's all it is. Exactly. You know, you have to take your part in situations that's happened and grow, you know. That's all it is. I swear to God, I be thinking I'm perfect. That's a huge thing. I really do. Like, I can't even lie. You know, that's the first thing everybody throws in my face when I get into an argument. You swear you're perfect. And at some point, I'm like, no, what the fuck? I don't think I'm perfect. And then after a while, I'm like, bro, you do. Like, you do. But I'm not even jokes aside. I know for a fact that there are moments where I'm like, I did no wrong. This person did all the wrong. And that's a terrible way to think, you know, especially when we're all human beings and our thinking is so complex compared to somebody else. Like that's what makes us all different, is the way we perceive and the way we look at things. Art wouldn't exist if that didn't exist. Like,
and I think there's a happy medium between the two, because I feel like I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, I feel like the worst shit could happen to me and I'd be like, everything that happened, like, is because of something that I did. Like, I did this, I did that. Like, you know, and so there has to be like this middle part where it's like, okay, well, I did this and that led up to this, and they did this, and that's their part that they need to be accountable for. And once you find that medium, then you're Gucci, you're solid, you know?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
This was very good therapy.
It was. I feel like, right?
It was.
We had a therapy
session. Sometimes, was that fume?
Yeah.
I need a fucking
We
pair
need to
of
get
headphones. I need to get a pair.
I want pink ones.
Where's Stefana's joint? Like, where did she get her shit bedazzled from? I want my shit bedazzled too. Like, dead ass. I want mine and I want it to say A-S. I want it bedazzled. I want
Yes.
the little rhinestones. I don't even want real shit. I want rhinestones. Like, I want rhinestones. Like I want.
I know, we'll get headphones.
And I want a microphone.
Oh, maybe I'll get you
too.
headphones for your birthday. It's coming up.
No, that's not what I want for my birthday.
What do you want for your birthday? Oh, she does want a sex tape for her birthday.
What do I want
I got
for
you
my
with that
birthday?
too.
Wait, what do I want for my birthday?
I don't know. You're asking me. It's your birthday.
Because I don't like surprises. Wait, so you know I don't like surprises. So don't you ever try? Because you put that up on Twitter the other day. Don't fuck it. I don't like surprises. You know it.
I wasn't gonna like surprise you. I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna throw a surprise party
You
or anything.
were?
I wasn't.
Okay,
I was not.
yeah, because you know that shit don't work with me.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do that.
I would have still been. So
I wasn't gonna do that. Amy, I
would've
know
still been
you like the
grateful.
back of my
Okay,
hand.
okay,
I
okay.
know what I was planning. It was
You
not
know.
a surprise
Kid,
party.
it's crazy how me and my mother are so much alike. Because my mom, literally, when it's her birthday, she's like, when we go out to eat, she's like, don't call them over to say happy birthday. I swear, I'll walk out. Like, don't do it. And I'm like, Mom, don't worry, I'm the same way. Don't worry.
No, I
What
wasn't
do I
planning
want
no
for my
surprise
birthday?
party or anything like that.
I want a vacation to Bora Bora.
Okay, well, wrong bitch. 'Cause that's not in the budget.
I'm taking candidates for a rich best friend or a man. We can
A
be
rich
part-time.
best friend. I'm getting replaced.
Or a man. And I want to go to Bora Bora for. I'm a lot of fun. That's all I can say. That's like my resume. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my resume.
That's
Amy
it.
said a lot of fun. And
No, I already know what I'm planning. It's not a surprise party though, so relax. Take it easy.
so it is a surprise.
It's not a party though.
Oh, okay. That's
It's
oh,
intimate.
Oh, you want to get intimate with me?
All right. That's the
Everybody.
sex tape. That's what I'm planning.
She's playing the sex tape.
Oh man. But I think is this a good place to leave it
Yeah.
off at? Thank
I
you
need
guys.
to pee and I need to smoke.
Oh, you
so.
didn't even pee this whole time. Wow, that's crazy.
I know I did so good,
I would've
and you
died.
did too.
I didn't either.
Jimmy, are you proud? Feel. I always hear it. I know I don't have the headphones, but are you proud of us? I didn't wear a diaper today, Dad.
Yeah, me either. We're potty trained. But
Yo,
thank you guys.
shout out to Jimmy. He is the best.
Yes.
What is your podcast,
Yeah,
Jimmy? Take as needed. And what is
His
Instagram?
Instagram. We're gonna pull it up right now. New
N-
York City, NYC, right?
NY
NY.
made Jimmy.
Spelled just like that. NY made JIMMY. Jimmy. He's the shit.
Well, he probably has more followers than us, so this probably isn't even more. Yeah. Well, we're just
Well,
trying
maybe,
we're-
they don't always overlap.
We're trying to act like we're famous already, okay?
Listen, fake it till you make it, baby.
That's for sure.
Period.
For sure, baby.
Period. But thank you guys for
wrote
listening.
the note?
Get the fuck off. You too. Thank you guys for tuning into the Drunk Truth.
I just realized.
Yeah.
Who wrote
Jesse
the
said-
note?
You too. Shut up. I'm trying to close.
All of a sudden, they go.
Do you want to close or not?
Oh, yeah. Or not. Okay. Go.
Thank you guys for
Amy.
listening to. Thank you guys for tuning into The Drunk Truth. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter, The Drunk Truth _. Make sure you put an underscore because if you just type The Drunk Truth, you're going to find a suspended account because Twitter got me the fuck out of there. So The Drunk Truth altogether _
Wrap it up.
We'll see you guys
gotta
next
pee-pee.
time. You can go pee. We'll see you guys next time on the Thirsty Thursdays. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh, Amy Sheckler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. No. Never
Yeah,
mind.
follow her too. Amy Sheckler, 2 R's.
No,
2
7
A.
R's.
2 R's.
7.
And Trigger Tresh, TRIGGA TREASH. You're disgusting.
That's how I'm gonna get a man.
Bye.
That's how I'm gonna get a fucking man, bitch.